In today's Murli, Baba is talking with group of teachers and Baba is answering some of the questions like, what are the signs of those who are seated on the throne? What are the signs of those who are seated on the heart throne of Bapdada? What are the signs of lack of power of discrimination? And what should be the features of the teachers be like? So let's start with today's Murli. Date of Murli is 22 January 1971. The title of the Murli is The Signs of Souls Seated on the Heart Throne. What would you call this gathering today? What name would you give to this gathering? This is the gathering of the arms of Father Brahma. And this is why this gathering is called the gathering of Bapdada's faithful helpers, who are seated on Bapdada's heart throne, the Master Almighty Authority Group. So, do you now understand that this group has so many titles number-wise, according to effort? What is the sign of those who are seated on the heart throne? Baba is asking questions because this is a group of teachers. What is the sign of those who are seated on a throne? The sign of being seated on a throne is that they have both the tilak and the crown. Both these are the signs of those seated on a throne. This is why this is also the sign of those who are seated on the heart throne. They always have the sign of the imperishable stage of the soul, the tilak, shining on their forehead, visible even from a distance. Secondly, the pure feelings of benefit for all souls will constantly be visible on their face and in their eyes. All these signs should be clearly visible on their face. Thirdly, their thoughts, words, and actions will be the same as those of the Father. Fourthly, they have the power to fill the souls they serve with the three virtues of love, power, and cooperation. These four aspects are their sign. Now, you can check your own result as to what extent these four signs are visible. One makes others the same as oneself. Today, Baba is relating all this because this is a gathering of teachers. You must fill all the souls you serve with all these aspects. What is the result up to now? Each of you can see your own result. What is the majority? Some have the speciality of love and some have the speciality of being cooperative. But the inculcation of being the form of power is lacking. What is visible as a sign of this? Do you know? What is the sign of the lack of power? What is the sign of a lack of power of discrimination? You were told one aspect, that there will not be success in service. In a few words, a clear sign of this is that they will have many questions of what, how, and why in every aspect. It will be very difficult for them to apply the full stop of the drama. This is why They themselves will be in a confusion of what, why, and how. Secondly, they will never be able to make other souls come close. They will bring them into a relationship, but not into a close relationship. Do you understand? They will not be able to make others into the embodiment of all the maryadas of the Brahmin clan. They themselves are lacking power, and so they cannot put sufficient power into other souls for them to be able to follow all the maryadas. They would definitely go outside the line of one or another maryada. They understand everything. They are not lacking in this understanding. They will have the full understanding of the maryadas, but they will lack the power to follow those maryadas. Because of this, the souls they serve will also lack power, and so they will not be able to take a high jump. They waste a lot of time in finishing their sanskars. Now, check your form in all these aspects. There can only be very good and beautiful fruit when attention is paid to the tree in all aspects. You must pay attention to making the land fertile, then sowing the seed, and then watering it. You have to pay attention to all this. In order to prepare such elevated fruit, the power of finishing sanskars, that is, the power to plug the land, is essential. Together with that, just as someone who sows seed has to pay attention to everything, in the same way, you should make souls loving, cooperative, and the embodiment of power. If even one is lacking, what happens then? You were told in the beginning that they will not be able to be seated on the heart throne. This is why teachers have to pay attention to each and everyone. Baba is telling us how to pay attention to each and everyone and how to make a worthy fruit. When you tell people your aim and object, what do you tell them? That you want to become deities. This is the aim you give them. The praise of the deities is that they are complete with all virtues, etc. So, you should keep this aim. You should make effort to fill each soul with all the virtues. You teachers have to make so much effort on each and every one that not a single soul should complain that their instrument teacher did not draw their attention to any particular aspect. Whether they do something or not is in their fortune. But you have to make effort on everyone. Otherwise, according to the present result, there are complaints even now. This is lack of service. Therefore, you were told that when you fill that soul with everything, that fruit will also be as worthy. Just think about the fruit you would put in front of important people. It would be big and beautiful. What did you use to see when you brought something to Baba in the corporeal form? So now, those who prepare such fruits can bring them in front of Bap Dada. Therefore, pay attention to this. The more you yourself are full with all virtues, the more you will be able to fill others with them. The face of each creator is visible from his creation. Service is the mirror for all of you through which you can see your internal stage. Just as you can see your face easily and clearly in a mirror, in the same way, through the mirror of service, you can have an easy and clear vision of your character, not your features. That is the mirror for the face, and this is the mirror for the character. Do each of you have a clear vision of yourself? You should be able to. If even now you do not have a clear vision, how will you be able to make yourself complete? Only when you know about your weakness will you be able to fill yourself with power. Therefore, if you do not have a clear vision of your own self, you can definitely make effort and take help from the instrument sister to have a clear vision of yourself. This is not the task of Bap Dada. Bap Dada's task is only to give a signal. What should the features of the teachers be like? Teachers should do service through their angelic features. Now Baba is telling what are the features of the teacher should be. The words, "this is my nature," should not emerge through the features of the teachers. To say this is a sign of a lack of power. You do not use the word effort with the meaning of effort, but you have made the word effort into an instrument to free yourself from making effort. Therefore, your words come in front of you through your creation. Therefore, just as an ego always comes back to you, so you must pay as much attention even to your own thoughts. Sometimes Baba receives the news that students do not listen to anyone these days. They make effort but are not moving forward. They are still standing where they were. Why is there this result? This is a return of your own stage. Because students, while moving along, also recognize the weakness of the instrument teachers and take advantage of that. Acha, Om Shanti. Now, let's have 2 minutes silence, then we can share our journals. Om Shanti. I request all of you to please share your journeys.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Baba is talking about the echo, that whatever we do, it comes back to us, whether it is good or bad. So we should be very careful in our words, thoughts, and actions, because whatever we do, definitely it comes back to us. That is the echo. That is talks about us. And about the mirror also, he has explained very well. We are not seeing the features of our body, but the character. So we should be aware of what we are going to contribute to the world, because that will reflect on us. Thank you, sister.
Wonderful, sister. Other participants, can you share your journeys?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
This is like Baba is saying, it's not how much we know the knowledge, but it is the dharana, like what I have inculcated in myself, and the power I have accumulated that reflects on the others. It's the stage that affects the souls, like that can change the souls from contact to the relationship. So it's mainly my stage, my soul consciousness that affects. Thank you, sister.
Right, sister. Om Shanti. Other participants, Rachna Ben.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yes,
Baba is
sister.
also talking about the speciality of love that we have for others, and even the cooperation we have, but the power is lacking. He's talking about the power. So that power only we have to gain. We have to take that power in our hand, and there should be courage, and we should tell others about this knowledge. That's what he means, that we should have power. Thank you, sister.
Very nice, sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
I was just thinking, what is this? The teachers, that's what I was churning it a bit. See, being a teacher myself, I used to think, I have all the qualifications. Maybe I'm a gold medalist. Maybe I'm the best educator. Maybe I got the best teacher award. But am I really able to transmit that knowledge, whatever I've learned, understanding, to the students? If you see, even in teacher training, that's what they'll see. Are you able to transfer that learning from yourself to the children? So in the whole Murli, if you see, Baba wants the teachers who are his, Baba sometimes calls them as his Guru Bhai. Are they able to fill them with the powers, with the whatever things, so many things Baba has asked you to fill them, are you able to fill? That's the main foundation to think, am I able to take, and this, are they able to get what is to be given? So this is the main aim. That's why Baba mentioned over here about teachers. Then the three things but how Baba Baba always speaks of the tilak, the crown, and the heart throne. And if you see, Baba has already given us enough explanation of the tilak and enough explanation of the crown and the kinds of the heart throne. But over here, when he says, what are the signs of the people who are on the heart throne? If you're in soul consciousness, you have pure feelings. So do I have pure feelings? Do I have as a teacher pure feelings that have to benefit the people in front of me? Whatever I speak, is it what the Father speaks? And as somebody rightly said, I have everything, but do I have that power, that inner energy to go and fill souls that lack? So this is the main point which I would like to take up. What should I do along with love and cooperation to have the power to pass on to everyone and tell them, this is the knowledge, this is my Baba. Then when I do that, I can jump on the heart throne of my Baba. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, sister. Okay, so can I ask one question to all of you? What is the sign of those who are seated on the heart throne? What is the sign of those who are seated on the heart throne?
They have both the tilak and the crown.
Yes, so these are the sign of those who are seated on a throne. But what are the sign of those who are seated on the heart throne?
Soul consciousness,
Yeah,
that
they
is the
will have
tilak.
soul consciousness. Yes, this is first sign. Second
Pure
one,
feelings.
yes, they will have pure feelings of benefit for all souls. And
all
it will
the
be constantly visible on their face and in their eyes.
Mhm.
Third,
Harmony of thoughts.
harmony of thoughts, right? They will
Benefits
have thoughts, words, and actions
equal.
that will be same as those of Father. And fourth one,
benefits to other souls.
sorry,
They will have feelings of benefits for other souls.
yes, this is second one.
Power to
What is
fill.
fourth one? Yeah,
Power to
they
fill the
will
soul.
have the power to feel the souls. They serve with the three virtues of love, power, and cooperation. Very nice. And what are the signs of lack of power of discrimination?
Second, pure feeling, sister.
Can you please repeat?
Pure feelings of benefits of all souls.
Yes, this is sign for the those who are seated on the heart
Seated
throne.
on the throne.
Now,
They-
what are the sign of lack of power of discrimination?
Om
They'll have
Shanti.
lot of questions.
No success in service.
Yeah.
Yes, there will not be success in service.
There will be a
Again?
lot of questions of why,
Oh.
what, how.
Yes, there will be
Why we
many
are-
questions.
It
Again,
will, it will be difficult, very difficult for them to apply the full stop of the drama. Means they will not
Correct.
have the full faith in the drama.
Right. There are more, two more signs.
They cannot bring anyone in sambandh. Sambandh is there,
Right.
but too close to Baba. Rather, Baba thinks they cannot become Baba's child.
Correct.
Like
They will not
part
be
of the
able to make
family. They'll
other
be
souls.
Sahayogis.
Right.
They know the maryadas, but they can't follow it.
Correct. They will not be able to make others into the embodiment of all the maryadas of the Brahmin plan.
And they take a long time in finishing the sanskars.
Right. Very nice. So these were the sign of lack of power of discrimination. Now today Baba compared gardening with the sustenance. So what did Baba compared for the fruit, worthy fruit?
He's talking about all that fertile land, then how to sow the seed, and then
Right.
he's how to water it, and then you get a good
Correct.
fruit. So same way he says, if you want a good fruit, how to finish your samskars, and how you should know also how to plough the land. But that's got an understanding when Baba says ploughing the land means identifying my weaknesses and what seeds do I sow in me. That's how he comes. But that's still the deeper comparison one could not get. But there is a deeper comparison with this, with the sowing, watering, and the fruit, with what are my efforts.
Right.
And
Sister.
Shanti sister, not only sowing the seeds and watering, it should pay more attention in their growth. What all is required, we have to give it and then see that it grows well. So we should give full attention.
Right. Attention is very much required if we want a worthy fruit. Baba is comparing the power of finishing sanskars with what?
Power to plow the land.
Right. And what Baba is comparing to sow seed?
Make souls
Fertile land, fertile land.
fertile.
No.
Make souls loving and cooperative.
Yes. Make souls loving, cooperative, and embodiment of power. And what is Baba called service today?
Service is the mirror.
Correct. Service is the mirror for the
Mirror.
character. Right. And Baba said the face of each creator is visible from his dash. The face of each
From his creation.
Yes, creation. The face of each creator is visible from his creation. Also, Baba told the features of the teachers. What was that?
Teachers do the service through angelic features.
Right.
This is my nature. That should not be told. Like that should not be the words of a teacher.
Correct. So these are
And
the
there
features.
should not be any weaknesses in the teachers.
Right. If there will be weakness in the teachers, then it will be seen in the creation. And it will come as echo then.
Thought, words, and action, same as Baba.
Right.
Yeah, they always pay attention to their thoughts.
Right. If we will pay attention to thoughts, then it will be seen in the subjects. It will be seen in the students.
Yeah, the student stage is the stage of the teacher.
Right.
And they should not use the word effort.
Yeah, the word effort should be used for
Effort making.
getting free from making effort.
Making effort.
Right. Wonderful. Anyone want to share anything?
Sister, can I just share something? See,
Yes,
Baba
yes.
has mentioned at the end of the Murli, we are not moving forward. We are standing where we are because this is our stage. Because the students realize the weaknesses of the teachers. This is what happens in teaching. If you're not a good teacher, Your students will not even listen to you, in a real living classroom. They will know, oh, the teacher doesn't know this, the teacher doesn't speak well. So can we churn, as there is still some more time, each of us will have some idea or view of how do I become a good teacher? Now, that what are the, not just in the Murli, but our own experiences. How can I be a good teacher? Because that's what Baba wants, this Guru Bhai. So what should I do so that the person who comes in front of me, I'm able to fill him with the power, with the love and all. So connecting to this Murli, what should one do? I think a little bit of churning, if we can get from the divine souls, we can all gather it and we can use it in our service. It's just a suggestion, sister.
Yes,
Om
sister.
Shanti, sister. To be the best teacher, first the teacher should be thorough in the subject. Then only she will be able to give it. So I feel that they should be first thorough in the subjects, and they should know each in and out of it. Thank you, sister.
Beautiful.
Yes,
I
sister.
take this as knowledgeful.
Yeah. Anyone else want to add something?
Sister, I feel it's the stage of the teacher that matters a lot, because the dharana that she has in her naturally attracts all the students. Like, we naturally want to follow them. As soon as we sit in front of them, we feel like whatever has been taught in the Murli, we can see that. I mean, they should be like a role model, that yes, it is possible. We can be like this. The stage is so beautiful. I want to inculcate that feeling should come in the students.
Wonderful, sister.
Om Shanti, sister. I just like to deviate a little. Though teachers even in schools and colleges, teachers put their best efforts to bring the children up, but at the end of the year, only it is left to the students how they put their efforts. So whether if they get whether they wasted 1 year or whether they gained 1 year, it depends on the students. So actually, as Baba said, it is, if there is, it's in their fortune, they will definitely come in forward. Even if teacher put their full efforts, and if students is not putting their efforts, so then it is not in their fortune. So they will waste 1 year. So wasting 1 year academically is nothing. But if you waste here, this is very, very important. This one, if you lose here, they will lose the benefits of 21 births. So it depends on the students also to put their full efforts apart from teachers' efforts. Thank you, sister.
Very nice, sister.
I agree with you. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, just adding one feature about the teacher. The teacher serves through her features, and the features. She is an example to others. She is a live example, living example to others. And another aspect is the pure feelings of the benefit for the soul will constantly be visible on the teacher's face and in their eyes. That Baba talks about the crown and of course the tilak. These are also contributing to a teacher's personality, because their thoughts, words, and actions will be same as those of the father. So they will be in alignment. They will think what they think, they will speak, and they will what they speak, they will be a living example to their sanskars. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. The best quality of a teacher is to be lovable. The student should not get fear of teacher. It's when they are full in love, they can do anything. They can do wonders.
Very nice, sister.
Om Shanti. I like that really where somebody said the stage of a teacher. That Baba refers in the Murli. You have to be a gardener. First, as somebody said, knowledge, you have to sow the seeds. Then what do we do when we sow the seeds means creating that aim, creating that thing in that student, what he's going to become, what you want him to become. Do you want him to just learn? Do you want him to be the first person, second person, or something? So what seed I'm sowing in that student is what's the fruit I get. So what seed I'm sowing while imparting knowledge. So that the stage of a teacher is more like a gardener. Then somebody rightly said, it all depends upon the fortune of the students. But remember, Baba has given us a provision. Baba said, जब कोई किसी का जब आप ज्ञान देते हैं, you feel that person is not going to take the ज्ञान. उनका नफ्स देके ज्ञान दो. So Baba's given a provision. Don't worry, just leave them. Later, Baba will take care of them when the time comes. So unlike a Lokik teacher who will always be called by the headmistress or thing if a child doesn't do well, Baba is a beautiful teacher, a different kind of teacher. He gives us provision. Sure, no, maybe that person is not there in the Gyan. So I like that. And yes, I like the features also. I just thought it's a wonderful list we are getting already now. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Radhamani sister have shared that the teacher should be in easy nature. So this is also an important thing. Anything else?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
The teacher should be know how to bring the students into present, because the in front of the two students, there may be 10 or 50 students, because different sanskar and different background. So like teachers wants to know to bring the students into present. So once he brings to students into the present, then that whole entire Murli gets to digest. Om Shanti.
Very nice, brother. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Teacher needs patience, too much of patience.
Right.
Thank you.
Two more aspects about a successful teacher based on this Murli, today's Murli is the virtues. She should be full of virtues. For every student, there's something they can receive from the teacher by just power of observation, and she becomes a living example of the various virtues which a student would take it subconsciously. And second is the phase that of the character. Character is very important because behind the chitra there is a charitra. Charitra, that character is the one which inspires the students, and they see in every situation how a teacher is is she reacting or responding. So that is a unspoken this one key that students they take that cue from teacher, that this is how we have to. That's why they respect the teacher, the one teacher who has got a very strong character. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother.
Om Shanti, sister. Brother rightly said about the character. She should be an example to the student. So she should imbibe everything, and then she has to face as well, and she should know how to handle the student in every situation. So that is more important. Thank you, sister.
And one more aspect, I'll just add a little, that one quality of a teacher should also that there should be a balance between love and law. And while applying law, there should also be love, which gives sufficient room for the students to grow and think independently, fearlessly. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother.
Om Shanti, sister. She should be easily reachable also. Teacher should be easily reachable to the student. That's also more important, because they can reach at any time and they can talk to her freely.
Correct.
Taking all these points, sister, like an instrument teacher, if you see in today's world, A teacher is always remembered, even if the students are gone, we would have taught generations of students, but a student remembers a good teacher always. A student always has in a heart a loving feeling for such a kind of teacher. What something which really impressed her. She may not be very good to look at and all, but there is some kind of kashish which is drawn from the teacher. Here also Baba says, if you are a good teacher, what I'm going to get, I'm going to sit on his heart throne. So that is the result. There they may get promotions, they may get something and all, but that's temporary. For this, one thing I have to remember is that teacher will always say, I learned from this, I learned from knowledge. She goes from a structured knowledge. But for me, it is what I'm imparting is Baba. So if that Inus goes off, I'm getting the knowledge from Baba. I am just an instrument teacher. I'm handing over. I think if that goes, my weakness is removed and there's a direct touch between Baba and that person whom I'm giving knowledge. I feel that's one thing I should never think this is my knowledge I learned. Well, I am zero, but Baba made me a hero in front of the students and I'm going to be in his heart throne. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, sister. Now, before moving to meditation, let's have an announcement from Rakhiben.
Om Shanti. This
Om
Sunday
Shanti.
we have a class which Rituben from Mumbai will be taking, and this session is going to be more focused towards reflective experiences on all the Murlis that we have studied in this week. So we recommend to take the best of the benefits from this class to read these Murlis and come on a Sunday morning session. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Now let's have a few minutes of silence. Let's sit back comfortably. I, the soul, is shining in the center of the forehead. I am Baba's faithful helper. I, the soul, is arms of Bap Dada. I, the soul, have pure feelings of benefit for all souls. My thoughts, words, and actions are same as those of Baba. I have the power to fill every soul I serve with the three virtues of love, power, and cooperation. I, the soul, is seated on Bap Dada's heart throne. I am full of power of discrimination. Success is certain for me. I am an embodiment of all the maryadas of the Brahmin clan. I am golden age deity, complete with all virtues. I, the soul, do service through my angelic features. I pay attention to my every thought. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sakshiban. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Have a wonderful day.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Baba.
sister.